Hey everyone, this is Josh from before, and you may have already seen that last night the Amazon pre-orders for the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batmobeast vehicle went live. I want to take a minute to talk about it because it's a huge Batman monster truck that truly nobody ever asked for, and it's $80. And yet I pre-ordered 2 of them. I gotta tell you why. Now obviously just the vehicle, the choice itself, the Batmobeast, a odd decision. Some of the decisions they've made in executing it, I'm not a real big fan of. Like, I don't like how they basically painted on the highlights and reflection. I rather would have seen just a more like accurate, like auto paint looking paint job instead of it, because it just kind of looks like he ran over a Venom symbiote. And then those big headlights too, I'm not crazy about that either. They're just smooth and just painted as if they're emitting light. It doesn't quite sell me very hard. But then the real draw is that you can take the frame off, and it's got this awesome roll cage and engine, suspension all sculpted in there, and it looks really cool. So while I find the idea of a Batmobeast vehicle for the DC Multiverse line, I find that to be a little questionable and weird, but this feels like one of those things where people are gonna scoff at it and be like, $80 and why, monster truck, why? And then when it comes out, people are gonna post pictures of like 4 figures hanging off that roll cage thing, and they're gonna be like, oh shit, I missed out. Where can I get this? And they're gonna have to go to eBay or something. And then not just that, but like, you know, in 4 or 5 years, we've all moved on and forgot about it. Maybe the Multiverse line's still going, maybe it's not, who knows? Somebody with some toy photographer is going to pull this out and do something badass with it, and everybody's going to be like, what is that? Where did it come from? And then by then it's going to be $300 on eBay. And then the other appeal of this thing for me is, like, forget Multiverse line. What I want to do is take one of these, take the frame off so it's just that roll cage, and find some model car pieces, you know, like old Cadillac or 50s Chevy with the big curves and the big fenders and stuff like that, and paint those and kind of try to assemble my own like Mad Max style war rig out of this thing that looks like it's been put together, cobbled together with scrap parts and is ready to cruise the wasteland. You know what I mean? That's what I'm really wanting it for, because this thing's gonna be huge. They're saying that it's 17 inches long and 11.25 inches tall. That's taller than the Swamp Thing, and it's longer than it is tall. It's gonna be massive. And again, I looked at these in a video a while back. Instagram user Mezcopolis shared these photos of the Batmobeast in hand and just how it scales up next to like a regular 7-inch character. It's tough, dude. This thing's tough. And then if you do want to use the truck frame and don't like that blue-black paint job that is baked into it, if you go to the right auto parts store, you can get custom mixed auto paint, like hard coat, pearlescent, whatever you want. And it's expensive, but you can get it in small amounts, a quart, you know what I mean? I don't like that blue and black paint job, and if I do display one with the truck frame on it, I want to do something else to it. I like the spiderweb cracks on the windshield and the windows and stuff, but the roll cage, the suspension, all the metal parts, that obviously needs a like coat of paint to make it a little bit more realistic. But there's great details in there that could be brought out, obviously, with a bit of paint. I think this is going to be maybe one of the most heavily customed entries from the Multiverse line in time. It seems weird and silly now, and it is weird and silly, but I think it's going to be pretty badass in hand. Anyway, I would never tell you how to spend your money, but let me know if you do plan on picking this up or if you're going to pass. You know, I want to know what everyone's thoughts are, because it's such a weird thing, a Batman monster truck, and yet I think some appeal might be there once people really get a sense of how massive it is, despite the hefty price tag. All right, guys, expect a Batmobeast review once I get it in hand. They're saying end of January is what it's looking like. I'll keep you all posted then. Till then, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.